Section 34 of Discoveries Among the Ruins of Nineveh and Babylon. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Discoveries Among the Ruins of Nineveh and Babylon by Austen Layard. Conclusion. The time was drawing near for my departure. Once more I was about to leave the ruins, amidst which I had spent so many happy hours, and to which I was bound by so many pleasant and solemn ties, and probably to return no more. I only waited the arrival of Abde, the late Pasha of Baghdad, who was now on his way to his new government of Diyarbekir. He was traveling with a large company of attendants, and without a strong escort it was scarcely prudent to venture on a journey. It was doubly necessary for me to have proper protection, as I took with me the valuable collection of bronzes and other small objects discovered in the ruins. I gladly therefore availed myself of this opportunity of joining so numerous and powerful a caravan. At length, after the usual Eastern delays, the Pasha arrived at Mosul. He remained encamped outside the town for 2 or 3 days, and during that time visited the excavations, his curiosity having been excited by the description he had received of the wondrous idols dug out of the ruins. He marveled at what he saw, as a Turk marvels at strange things which he can neither understand nor explain. It would be in vain to speak to him of the true objects of such researches, the knowledge they impart, the lessons they teach, or the thoughts they beget. In these pages I have occasionally indulged in reflections suggested by the scenes I have had to describe, and have ventured to point out the moral of the strange tale I have had to relate. I cannot better conclude than by showing the spirit in which Eastern philosophy and Mussulman resignation contemplate the evidences of ancient greatnesses and civilization, suddenly rising up in the midst of modern ignorance and decay. A letter in my possession contained so true and characteristic a picture of the feelings that such an event excites in the mind of a good Mohammedan, that I here give a literal translation of its contents. It was written to a friend of mine by a Turkish Kadi, in reply to some inquiries as to the commerce, populations, and remains of antiquity of an ancient city in which dwelt the head of the law. These are its words: "My illustrious friend, and joy of my liver, the thing you ask of me is both difficult and useless. Although I have passed all my days in this place, I have neither counted the houses nor have I inquired into the number of the inhabitants. And as to what one person loads on his mules and the other stows away in the bottom of his ship, that is no business of mine. But above all, as to the previous history of this city, God only knows the amount of dirt and confusion that the infidels may have eaten before the coming of the sword of Islam. It were unprofitable for us to inquire into it. O my soul, O my lamb, seek not after the things which concern thee not. Thou camest unto us, and we welcome thee. Go in peace. Of a truth, thou hast spoken many words, and there is no harm done, for the speaker is one, and the listener is another. After the fashion of thy people thou hast wandered from one place to another until thou art happy and content in none. We, praise be to God, were born here and never desire to quit it. Is it possible, then, that the idea of a general intercourse between mankind should make any impression on our understandings? God forbid. Listen, O my son, there is no wisdom equal unto the belief in God. He created the Word, and shall we liken ourselves unto him in seeking to penetrate into the mysteries of his creation? Shall we say, Behold, this star spinneth round that star, and this other star with the tail goeth and cometh in so many years? Let it go. He from whose hand it came will guide and direct it. But thou wilt say unto me, Stand aside, O man, for I am more learned than thou art, and have seen more things. If thou thinkest that thou art in this respect better than I am, thou art welcome. I praise God that I seek not that which I require not. Thou art learned in the things I care not for, and as for that which thou hast seen, I defile it. Will much knowledge create thee a double belly, or wilt thou seek paradise with thine eyes? O my friend, if thou wilt be happy, say, there is no God but God. Do not evil, and thus wilt thou fear neither man nor death, for surely thine hour will come. The meek in spirit, El Fakir, Imam Ali Zadeh. On the 28th of April I bid a last farewell to my faithful Arab friends, and with a heavy heart turn from the ruins of ancient Nineveh. The End. End of section 34. End of Discoveries among the ruins of Nineveh and Babylon by Austen Layard.